Hello everybody. This demonstration is to show you the second waxing, okay? So again, this is my practice piece. I'm just testing things out, kind of giving a couple demonstrations with it. This right here is I'm doing well with it. I use avocado. I actually used black on this when it was still wet. I think I even had a little bit of yellow in here to try to emphasize that a bit more. You know, if I wanted even lighter, it is possible that you could even take, you know, like a Q-tip or another brush and just try to thin that off a little bit, and it can get a little bit lighter as well. So just because you put the dye down the first time doesn't mean that you're done with it. You can start lighting it, you can kind of darkening it, but we're going to talk about that second waxing now. So I want this even darker because I think I really want to push the shadow. You know, on the video there, it might seem like it's really dark, but in real life, it's still a little on the lighter side. But I love this area, and I want to keep that, okay? I even want to see if I can kind of play around with the design on here that I could kind of come in and it'd be like there'd be like this tattoo design, you know, on this alien, or even more than that. So I'm gonna get my hot wax over here so you can see. Okay, so it's just flowing nice. Get it on my fabric there, and I want to fill in this area. And I want to keep that. Now this is already waxed because it's white. Anything that you want white, you know, obviously you just wax it right away. But I don't need to re-wax that again. Fill it up, make sure it's flowing nicely. Down again. Tipping this at an angle so it really flows out quickly. Get the side here. And I think I'm getting ready for getting that second layer that I want a little bit darker. And again, I'm gonna also kind of play around with this to create kind of some funky designs, you know, in that as well. I'm just kind of making up as I go. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. This is where you kind of start having fun with it. Because it's not going to be super noticeable, but it'll just give that hint that there's something a little bit different going on besides what you already kind of have on there. So again, this is part of the grade. Now you could keep a straight line if you wanted to. This one, again, I'm just trying to be a little more fun with it. But you do need to show that second waxing approach. Okay, so I have all that. Next is I'm going to go back in with my avocado. I'm debating if I should even use that raven, but I think that might be a little bit too much. So I'm going to take this. I already shook it. Get my brush. I'm not putting any color on top of the wax. Thin that out just a little bit so it runs a little better. And it's okay that you get a little bit on the wax. It washes off. It doesn't, because it's not, you know, because the wax doesn't allow the dye to stick. I want to fill all that in. And again, a lot of times, you know, when that first waxing you do, you create all those white lines. That's what helps separate your colors. When you do the second waxing, you'll still have these intricate designs, but you don't have those hard lines anymore of white. I'm using this pretty straight because I just want to have it a dark green. And there you go. So that's the second waxing. Now again, most people will do the entire thing first, you know, before they go into the second waxing. But if you have an area that's dry, you know, and you're ready for that, then absolutely. You can just jump into that right away and then you can be done with that shape entirely. Once the entire thing is done and you have your second waxing and this is dry, we do wax the entire thing when we're all done, which I'll demonstrate here in a little bit as well. So So by the time you're done, no matter what, everything's gonna be waxed anyway. So whether you do a lot of intricate designs like there to make your project look really cool, you know, or you don't, no matter what, you have to wax it all anyway. So otherwise, you know, think about it, answer me some questions if you have to in class, and again, good luck.